So did I give up on Esther? Did the insurance pay for only the outside, or did I get them to help pay for the inside? Where is she now? One thing I want to talk about is it's been a year and 12 days now since the accident. I have worked tirelessly, doing the best that I possibly can. And I have to talk a little bit about when I bought her, I was selling my home and I was contemplating on living in the van full time. But I had this nagging feeling of I would be homeless, and that kind of scared me. So I chose to buy a smaller home, and I am so glad I did, because where would I be now? What would have happened in this year and 12 days with me not having a home if Esther was my only home? I can't even imagine. It was traumatic enough to try to figure things out with insurance, trying to get her fixed, or possibly them to reimburse me so I can get a different vehicle. I can't imagine trying to find somewhere to live along with all the other traumatic events that went on. So personally, I am so glad that I had a home base, somewhere that I could come home to while I was trying to fly out to pick up Esther at the end. Before that, I was always driving back and forth. So I was glad that she wasn't my only transportation. I do have another car, and that she wasn't my only home base. So yes, I got Esther home, as you've seen in the other videos, and I did look around. I tried to find anybody I could to get her fixed, and I had come to the realization that I may not get her fixed. I'm not comfortable, as you could see in some of my other videos, using power tools and cutting. If you ask any of my children, they'll tell you that I cannot cut wood straight. They don't understand how I can be a seamstress and I can sew straight, but I can't cut wood straight. I can't make a shelf straight. So I also didn't want Esther to just be a DIY project where she would look pretty bad because I would be the one doing it. So I continued looking. I found a company in Nova Scotia. I found a company that was way back east, and I thought, oh, Portland's only 1,000 miles away from me. I can't even imagine going further away. So I tried a few in Colorado, and I'm not sure how I found the company, but I found a company in Ogden, and that is where Esther is now. Esther is getting rebuilt on the inside, according to what I can afford. Will she be back to 100% what she was before? No, she won't. I didn't think that would make me emotional. Would I like her to be all the way back to the way she was? I absolutely would. But the insurance only paid for the outside. I couldn't get them to give any money to repair the inside. So I have had to use all my savings now, what little I had, in paying for Esther to be rebuilt on the inside. Even though she's in Ogden, which is a 3-hour one-way drive for me, and I've used the company that I am just really happy with. I'm so grateful that I found them, but it has been difficult trying to email and trying to text and doing FaceTime, video calls and things. It's been tough. It's been really hard to communicate. I haven't been able to understand what they're saying, and they don't understand what I'm saying. So it's been a very difficult situation. She's been there since the middle of December, and she should be finished by the end of March. I'm really looking forward to that day. I'm looking forward to having her back in whatever condition I can I can get her, you know, back in, because I, like I said, can't afford to have her completely repaired. When I get her back, I will try to do a tour. I am not good in front of the camera. I may be an IT specialist, but I am not a cinematographer. I am not a videographer. I am so impressed with everybody out there that can talk to their phones, that can talk to their cameras, use drones, and just all of it. I love watching it, and one day I hope to aspire to be a little bit better, but right now I'm not very good at all. But I do want to do a tour of her once she is finished. I'm going to go ahead and put in some clips that the company has been sending me. They're just pictures showing the process of them taking out the old and putting in the new. I am so grateful to all of you for following along. For those of you that have followed along, that are interested in the process of what happens when your home, if it is your home, your recreational vehicle catches fire. What is that process? How long does it take? What are the emotions that come with it? All of the things. And so I am super grateful for anybody and everybody that is following along, that's interested in my story. And I hope that after this, I can have better footage. I can do a better job at making my channel a little more interesting instead of so sad, because of, boy, it's been a rough 3 years. And I'm hoping that that is behind me now, and that I can put out some really inspiring, enjoyable content. I do enjoy talking to you guys. I do enjoy watching everybody else's videos. I've traveled with my husband, and I wish he was here. I wish we could continue that. It was really interesting. His favorite place that he had been, what shocked me, was Paris. He never ever wanted to go back to the same place, because he said the world is so big. How can he see it all before he passes away? Meaning, you know, when he's in his 90s, and when you're in your 90s, you may not be able to have the stamina to be able to travel. And so he didn't ever want to go back to any of the places. He wanted just to go to places he'd never been. But his desire was to go back to Paris. And I still don't know why. But I want to travel in Esther, and I'm going to go to the places that we've already been and hopefully relive some of the joy that I had with him.